Hey, person in the room with me? I think there's just one. Yeah. Hello. How's it going? Saturday night hockey talk is on the air. So who's in the? Oh, gone. I think I scared the person away. So, now there's two back in there. Hey, everybody, whoever's in here with me. So it's Saturday night hockey talk. It's a quiet off-season version of Saturday night hockey talk. Hope everybody's well. Who's in the room with me? Say hi. I don't know. What do you want to guys? What do you guys want to? Okay, words come out of my mouth properly. What do you guys want to talk about? And let's have a hockey conversation on a very very slow off season. Right now, anyways, like nothing happening. So let's have a conversation. Say hi, whoever's in the room. 4 people. Someone's going to say hi to me. No? Matthew. Hey, want my opinion on Domi Anderson trade? In what way? Because I have given it many times. I think it was a good trade for Montreal. There was not... I like Domi. I'm not putting Domi down, but there wasn't much room anymore here, and I think he was expendable because David, because first of all, Montreal needed a guy like Anderson. They were looking for a guy like that, a big bruising kind of guy, a guy who can put the puck in the net, guy who can, play a heavy game, a guy who can fight. And he answers all those needs that they had. And I think we're going to see a really good season. So I think it's a good trade. I think it's even a good trade for Columbus because they needed a second line center. Domi wants to play center. I think it kind of works. But I'm really excited about seeing Anderson in a Montreal uniform. Plus, he's got a Montreal tie. I believe it's either family. I think family. He's got a Montreal tie. It's a kind of Anderson's probably the kind of guy that probably was like meant to play here in Montreal. So I really like it. I give it a thumbs up. David Roska, first of all, welcome in. You gotta explain yourself there, buddy. How do you figure Montreal has won 71 Stanley Cup championships? I don't know. Randy, how's it going? Went to Momesso's bar on Coldly. Yes, yeah, I actually read about that about a month ago that that's really opened up on Coldly. Yes. I'm trying to think if I think I've only had a Momesso sub. I swear, I think only one time. And yes, great subs. David, how's it going, buddy? Jason Falardo. Love the trade. If you're talking about the Anderson Domi trade, yes, I love the trade. I love Max Domi. I thought Max Domi was great, but we needed a guy like Anderson. Anybody who's doubting, we'll see during the season. I'm quite confident in that. And Domi was the expendable guy, so that's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's a business, don't forget. Wait and see on trade. Hey, listen, I'm fine with that. Wait and see, but I think you're all going to be happy. Ronald Garner, who is the best player you have seen that didn't play for the Montreal Canadiens? Bobby Orr, because I think Bobby Orr, as much as I'm pissed at him with his, but it's politics. I'm not going to bring politics in here. Bobby Orr, I think Bobby Orr is the best player ever to play the game. So just based on that, it has to be him. And I saw him play, so it's not like I didn't see. Miss Heart of Domi. Yes, but that, we don't know what's coming. Like, we haven't really seen Josh Anderson on our team. He may be super excited to be here in Montreal. We're going to see the same kind of enthusiasm, maybe not as much, but same kind. Domi raves about him. They were teammates. I can't remember where. They were teammates at one point. And I think in London with the London Knights. And he raves about him. So I can't wait to see him here. But yeah, we're going to miss Domi, aspects of Domi for sure, without a doubt. Domi can't play defense. It's not his strong suit. Definitely it's not. Matthew, would you have wanted to see Hall sign with the Habs? Nope. I was pretty clear on that. I didn't want to see Hall sign here with Montreal. Awesome, David. Awesome. I won't miss Domi's irresponsible penalties. Yeah, that's one thing. Look, he did take a lot of those, and Jeff is right on that. And I don't know that Anderson has that reputation. We're going to find out. One thing I know is he can handle himself fighting wise. He can handle himself hitting wise. He can handle himself around the net, and I think and size. I mean, something we've been missing up front, and he's a good skater and all that. We're going to love this kid, I think. We have plenty of heart in Gallagher, and that we do. And I think I don't think that Josh Anderson doesn't have heart. I mean, we just haven't seen him here on our team. Bergevin is building his contracts to arrange for Seattle draft. I feel he missed the boat when he let go big hitting defenseman Emlyn to Vegas. Maybe at the time, but I think at this point right now, we're on the verge of seeing what he's built. We don't really know exactly. Some of us are enthusiastic about it. Some of us aren't. But, I think we're gonna kind of forget about all that with the team that's here. But Emlyn at the time, maybe, I don't know. We kind of missed that hitting, that big kind of play on defense. I agree. I mean, it's not the greatest defenseman. It's not like we gave up this great defenseman. David, I'm playing franchise mode on NHL 21, playing for the Senators. Awesome, buddy. I've never played that, so I don't know. Randy, mind you, Domi, Byron, Petrie was a great trio for overtime. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Domi was pretty good with it in the overtime on the 3-on-3. His style, it works. He's fast. He's all over the place. He can pass. It worked for the overtime for sure. I like that overtime 3-on-3. For me, it's kind of fun. It's exciting. Toffoli is all I have to say. MB had a monster offseason. Yeah, I agree. I think the moves he made. Listen, where was it? I read that there was some magazine, something like that, some reporting kind of place. They took a poll. I think maybe it was The Athletic of the NHL players, and Montreal was voted as the most improved team going into the season. So without having seen any games yet, obviously, the NHL players think Montreal improved the most. I don't know. It says a lot to me. Do I like the Senators? I don't dislike them. I don't like Brady Tkachuk, though. But I don't dislike the Senators as a whole. That's for sure. Oh, God. 11 people. I didn't think there'd be a lot of people in tonight. Let's even get 11 likes. If everyone's having a good time, give a like if you haven't yet. I'd appreciate that. Am I going to get a retro Habs jersey? Yes. I think when I do get a jersey, I was going to get a white one, but I think I might get this a blue one. I like it a lot. I have to say I like it a lot. So, yeah. Do I think the idea of an all-Canadian division is a good idea, as I think a good team from Canada will miss the playoffs? Well, I don't think they're going to have much choice if they start anytime where they're talking about right after January or December 1st, but that's not possible. It wouldn't be, but if they start January or February, I think that they're not going to have much choice. And I do think it's a good idea. I think the competition level, the intensity, the rivalries, I think is going to be awesome. It's going to be like playoff hockey all season because just that the intensity and rivalries are going to be amazing. And yeah, I'm going to love it. I think it's going to be great. So it really is looking like they're going to go that way with the all-Canadian division. I think it's actually more likely they will than not. So yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. Okay, where was I now? Jake Allen is expensive, but so worth it. He is. And they got him for a reason. There was an interview with Stéphane Waite, mostly in French, so I watched some of it. And from what I can tell, they figured the upcoming season is going to be compressed, a lot of back-to-back games, 3 games in 4 nights, that kind of a schedule. And they wanted a guy who could play half the games. That point it out. They want a guy who could play half the games. And that's what we're going to see. So to get a guy like that you're going to be able to put in there, feel comfortable with, has the history behind him, whatever, you got to pay for that. They knew they'd have to pay. You got a guy only have to do that one season. So, and they signed him to a good contract to extend it. He could get exposed to Seattle. There's a lot of options there, but they got him to play half the games. And I don't know. I think it's worth it. That's for sure. David, you love the Senators and hate Brady. Yeah, I don't love the Senators, but I hate Brady. So we're sharing that. Oh, hey KJ, I'm going to just call you KJ because that's a long name. How's it going, buddy? I need a barber pole. No. All about Habs. Hey, buddy. George Sesford, agree with you. Orr is the best non-Hab and a great person. I don't deny that Orr is a great person because up until this thing happened, I always thought he was just, and it's politics. I'm not gonna deny him his greatness as a hockey player, how I loved him growing up and all that because of something he just did that I don't agree with. He's entitled to that. So yeah, I wouldn't deny that, but I've always said this, that I think Bobby Orr is the best hockey player ever to play the game of hockey. Habs 16, hey buddy, thanks for coming in. Owen, same thing. All about Habs. I see you everywhere. Really? What do you mean you see me everywhere? Are you stalking me? You mean what, on YouTube? I wish I was getting. I don't know. It's the off season. There's really nothing happening. My views are down. No matter what I do, nobody's watching. But I mean, I'm used to this at these times of the year. I've learned that, yeah, that's what's going to happen now. People aren't really that interested till something happens, and it's boring right now. There's nothing happening in hockey. So, but you got to tell me, what do you mean by you see me everywhere? I'm curious. Why is travelers from the States not allowed into Canada, yet sports players allowed? Don't think it's going to work. Well, they're going to have work. They're considered kind of essential workers. They got visas. Borders are closed, so that's why. So only essential workers are allowed. And you have to have like this. There's special reasons why, and for sports they've allowed that. If it's an all-Canadian division, one of the Habs or Leafs won't make it to the playoffs. Yeah, that's a possibility. Or they both do. And in the divisional play that they play each other, so we could see a Habs-Leafs playoff. And I couldn't make last stream. I was watching Kauffield's game. Hey, no worries, buddy. No worries. Nobody has to make it to any of my live streams, although I hope people do. But yeah, I don't hold it to you, though. No worries. And listen, it's a good reason to go watch Kauffield. I don't blame you at all. I'm the newbie. Hey, buddy. Sorry. What do you think is still missing from the Habs? It's a good question, actually, because I think we need to see them play maybe. I don't know. They might have. I mean, I don't think they've got all the holes filled. But, if Alex Romanov really has a, good rookie season, that's going to go a long way towards that. There's not a lot. There's smaller holes now to fill. Depth still could be something. But I like what I see there. True goal scorer. There's a good point. Yeah. But, yeah, that's a good point. Is it Reese Savoie? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. If it's wrong, let me know. What are my thoughts on one, Hall recircling with Montreal after a bad first season with Buffalo? Can the Habs have 3+20? Hang on, it's going pretty quickly here, so let me scroll up to finish that. 3 20+ goal scorers. I think they have potential for 9 right now. What are you doing during the 93? What were you doing during the 93 Cup? Well, in 93, I was 30. I had young kids, my oldest son, so he was very young. Watching it, I was working, I think, in a pizza place at that point, and I was a superintendent in a building, and yeah, that's what I was doing. But we didn't miss any of that. I had the I think the whole third period of the final game on videotape that I used to watch every now and then, that I lost in the fire that I had. But yeah, okay. Hall recircling with Montreal after a bad first season. Buffalo, I hope not. I don't know if he's going to have a bad first season with Buffalo. I don't think I want him here, so I hope not. And yeah, as I said, I think Montreal has potential to have more than 3 20-plus goal scorers in the lineup. It's one of the things that I think they're strong at is that they don't have that big guy, but they have a bunch of guys that can contribute every night. So if one line's not really producing, one or two of the other lines will produce. Okay, I scrolled up, and now I'm going to scroll back down. I might miss some stuff. If I missed, just take a just type it in again and put it out there again. Or if you do decide to take a super chat, you get entered into a contest to win this cup. This is a pint cup. I don't know, it's for beer, I think. It's a beautiful Habs cup. And if I get it, I think I only got one entry. I think is it Shamir? I got one entry. I'm not sure. I think it's Shamir or Jeff. But yeah, you're going to get entered to win that. So yeah, so there we go. And it's going pretty fast. 19 people in the room. No wonder. Okay, I'm starting here. Suzuki or Kauffield will be best in 5 years. Yeah, Suzuki, I think before that, but Kauffield, you got to figure it out 2 years before he gets there. Yeah, that sounds about right. Owen York, I was impressed with Kauffield, but Jack Gorniak, I read that, was pretty good. He was amazing. He's fast, hard worker. This is an excellent forechecker. Yeah, I was reading that Gorniak was playing really well with them. I think he's on the fourth line though, isn't he? Randy still dumping chase. Only Domi and Drouin was trying to bring in the puck. I missed probably that first part of the comment. Sorry. You remember me? I'm not sure now. Okay, I might have missed all about Habs. I might have missed about your explanation of why you see me everywhere. Or is it Habs 16? Habs 16. No, I was talking about somebody in the chat I see all the time. Oh, okay. I thought you were stalking me. I appreciate it's not happened to me yet that anyone, I've never been like, oh, you have that YouTube channel. That's never happened. So I didn't think anybody's seen me anywhere. I appreciate you answering all my questions. Huge fan. Thank you. Keep uploading. Expect a huge spike in fans once the season comes around. Let's go. My break is over. Back to work. Yes, thank you. If you're still there. Yeah, these up and downs, it's normal. I've learned how to. But I appreciate that. Keep watching, and I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna hopefully give you guys some good content. I hope I'm getting better at it. But yeah, once the season is announced, when it'll start, and we know, and things start happening, then the interest is back, and yeah, everything will go back to normal. I'm not worried. Jason, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I figured with the last name, you're either an American, a lot from one of the states around here. There's a lot of English people with French names that way, but I figured that with Flardo. I'm French, and you're so much better than any live French one. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Look, everybody's got their taste, and I don't put anybody else down about what kind of show they do. But I just try to, I try to read all the questions I can or comments that I can here and just have fun with it as much as I can. I'm a little tired tonight, which I always complain about, but I am. And yeah, I hope it doesn't affect tonight. I don't think I would need that cup because I don't drink beer. Well, you can put soda. You can put anything you want in it. So it's up to you. But listen, nobody has to enter. It's only if you want a chance at winning the cup. If you want to help support the channel, that always helps. And yeah, otherwise, no. Watching the videos, if you allow the ads to run, that helps to support the channel as well. Massimo, hey, buddy. Who's going to be better, Kauffield or Suzuki? I think overall Suzuki will probably get more points. Kauffield will be a better goal scorer overall. So, but I think overall, I think Suzuki. Primo will be the best in 5 years. It's funny, because you could depending on who you talk to. I agree. I think leave him down there for 2-3 years if need be, before he comes up, and like take the hockey guy, and he's thinking maybe next season he's even up. I don't get how that's a benefit to either the Habs or to Primo himself. So yeah, I think I kind of think 3 years we see Primo. Will he be at his best? No, you might be right. 5 years. Yep. Matthew, I have to go do something. Oh, no problem. Have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Always appreciate when you guys come in. Sean Farrell is having a good start to the season. He's very underrated. It's funny. Just saw an article that I didn't read yet about him, and I'm thinking maybe take a look at him and do a video about him, because he's a Kauffield type, small but very talented, and I hear good things. Don't know if he's going to make it all the way or not, but I was thinking, maybe I'll do a video on him, and it's funny that you mentioned him. KK with 2 goals again today. So he had 2. No, he had 2 the other day. I saw the highlights. 2 nice goals too. Or maybe it's 2 assists. That's what you're putting up there. So yeah, he had 2 really nice goals, but he got 6 assists now. He's kind of rolling there. It took him a while, and now he's really playing well. Who is the most under the radar prospect? Sorry, this mustache for the Movember is it's itching me now. Before I get to that, if you notice my mustache, yeah, that's the Movember. You saw the hashtag on the title. The link is in the description. If anybody wants to donate, it takes you to the site, and you can donate. And that's for men's health awareness. And that would be great if anybody wants to donate that way. Yeah, but see my mustache coming along. Can't shave this. This is going to get bushy. Everyone check out Rick's new video. Oh, yeah. Read that. Read Goalie Girls. Mishak too is going to be. Those are 2 guys that have some promise there. Mishak probably more so than Farrell as far as making the NHL and everything. But Farrell's got a shot, I think, as a small guy. And Mishak's not a big guy, but I mean, he could hit 5'11", maybe 6 feet by the time he's fully grown. I think I may have wore Rick out last night. He just started agreeing with me to get off the phone. No, but I told you that I was going to go through it again and probably change some of them. And I did. I changed more than I thought. But you narrowed me down for sure. I would have struggled big time with that list without the help. That's for sure. I think Suzuki going to be elite. But no, I had to go walk the dog too. So, yeah. I usually walk my dog around 7, but I had been out and I came home. It was like 4:30. So it was a little extra long. That's why. Besides, he talks about that for me, Jeff. But Jeff he yawns a lot while we're talking late at night. So he's just as tired as I am. I think Suzuki is going to be elite. I think he's got a good shot to be an elite player. He's going to be a great player. He's got a really good shot to be elite. We're going to find out a lot more this upcoming season. If he has another good season, his career is going to be good. Like the sky's the limit for a kid like that. EA doesn't laugh, or is it EA doesn't? I don't know who EA is. Seen that before, and I know I'm probably being dense on that. The EA Sports, that's the only thing I'm thinking of for a video game. Hey, Rick, how's my dad doing? He's doing a lot better. He's still in the hospital, but he's doing better. Apparently, he's going to be home on Monday, from my sister told me last night. Do you think the NHL would have the Canadian teams play out of America like the NBA is doing? No. With the Raptors, this way the divisions stay the same and equal matchups for everyone. But you see, the thing is, the divisions aren't going to stay the same. It's not just that there's a Canadian division. They've realigned the other 3 as well. So I saw I think on Twitter, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the source where I saw it from, but I saw what is apparently the divisions. So that's why I'm pretty sure they're going with the All-Canadian. I think Suzuki is an all-star player, but I don't think he will be elite. See, I don't listen to Jeff all the time. EA Sports doesn't think Suzuki's elite. Right, okay, I thought EA would be EA Sports. It's too early to tell. Listen, I think so, but I mean, obviously, after one season, I can't tell yet. To be an elite player, he's got to play 3, 4, 5 years before we're going to say he's an elite player at the very least. I think, but I think he will be, but we'll have to see. A lot of things can happen by the time, he would need to play to be considered an elite player. A lot of things can happen, so it's, but he's got good potential for it. Will the Habs sign Nhl, and who will they not sign because of the flat cap? Oh, God, that's a good question. I don't know if I'm prepared to answer that tonight, but that is a good question. Will they sign Nhl, though? Yes. I can't see them not signing Nhl after trading. They traded Max Domi. I don't think then to all of a sudden not sign Phil Nhl. So while it's not guaranteed, they're going to sign Phil Nhl. Phil Nhl will come around on the money as well, and I think everything will be good that way. Who will they not sign because of the flat cap? They're pretty much set anyway. I don't know. You're talking more for next season. It's hard to say. There's going to be some movement, I think, obviously, but I don't know. I think it's a little too early to tell that. The NHL will keep the Canadian teams in Canada and the American teams out until they go into another playoff bubble again. Exactly. And that won't be until third and fourth round again, because they're going to play in division the first 2 rounds, right? It's going to be divisional winner, conference, and then league. So, yeah, that's definitely how it's going to go. Where was I? I don't think the Habs are going to sign Byron. Well, he's signed still for, I think, another 3 seasons, so they don't have to re-sign him. KK is starting to catch his stride in Finland. He sure as hell is. He is. He's got like, was it 8 points in the last 3-4 games over there? Yeah, Jeff, I just said that, and Jeff just said it, so it must be true. Yeah, he's got 3 more seasons, Byron. Byron will have to be traded or bought out. Traded, I would think. Hey, Lou, how's it going? So my ex-wife is here. Hey, everyone. Either that or he's going to Seattle. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility too, right? That he can go to Seattle. I don't think Byron will get protected, if that's what you mean, yes. But I think if Seattle takes somebody from Montreal, it's a good shot. It could be Jake Allen, because he'll be on a really good contract for the next 2 seasons. And he's a great backup to have. So, yeah, I'd be worried we're going to lose Allen, because I would like to keep Allen until Primo's ready to join the team. It's going to be sad when Byron is gone, but we simply don't have the cap to keep him. Listen, that's part of the business of hockey, and yes, it'll be sad, but, the team that's here right now, the new guys, the new additions are going to make you forget, that guys have to go. But guys have to, guys come in, guys have to go. It's just the way it is. 8 points in the last 5 games. Yeah, that's it, 5 games. He's been awesome lately. Took him a while. He had to readjust to it's a very different headspace there. I saw an article, and I'm going to say again, I think it was the Athletic. It was a really good article. And the guy explained kind of their style in that league, and it's really different. Like if you get intercept a pass, you don't okay, let's transition. They kind of don't. They circle back and run set plays. And KK's in that NHL headspace where, you get possession, take off for the other team's net, that kind of thing. And he's had to adjust, and he's made his adjustments. And when people are saying maybe it's not good for his game and all that, you know what? I think maybe part of it was, can he adjust to that and then come back and adjust? That is great for his game. it's going to make him so much more flexible, and he's adjusted really quickly. This is a kid that can learn really fast, and he's going to be a good hockey player. Kauffield not scoring goals. What's going on? He seems frustrated, is what I read. I don't know. I think they're not playing him in the right places. I don't know. I know on the power play they're not. He's missing with his shot apparently, but it's adversity. He's got to fight through it. Kaufield's not Jeff's favorite. He's going to stay out of this discussion. He has to fight through with some adversity and see if he can do it. Habs 16. You missed Subban. Hang on, I missed a comment that I want. Miss Radulov the most. If he had stayed here, yeah, he could have been making a difference. I don't know. Right now I don't know if we're gonna miss Radulov anymore. Subban had problems with staff and players. Yeah, but none of it proven, and it's still all hearsay. I haven't heard anybody really talk about it. We can guess and kind of think what happened, but which Toronto sports station do you feel is biased against the Habs? Sportsnet or TSN? Sportsnet. TSN's not biased against the Habs, not at all. Sportsnet, heavily so. And they're biased against every other team except Toronto. They are a Toronto. They're a Toronto network. That's what they should call themselves. Toronto Maple Leafs Network, and be more honest. He was a dynamic player, and he was a bit flashy and all that, and I loved him. He was my favorite player. My ex-wife is here. She'll tell you, Subban was my favorite player at the time when he was here, but maybe the color of his skin wasn't popular for a flashy player. I kind of think that, they look at a guy like Subban here and go, where does he get off being so flashy? That's me saying that. I think that's a lot to do with it. And it didn't work here. There's a lot of rumor that he had trouble with some of the other players. If you think back to the Gallagher Subban incident on the ice, was it last season or the season before? I think last season. They don't look like they like each other. So there's, maybe a little bit of both, maybe one or the other. I don't know. Let's see now. Wow, it jumped. Kauffield scored last night from behind the goal line. Yeah, I heard that. But they called it off because they couldn't see it go in, even though the goalie was in the net. Crazy. I feel Sportsnet because they keep showing Habs losing. No, Sportsnet, you can tell it's Sportsnet. They talk about the Leafs, and maybe they'll talk about some of the other Canadian teams. But they're not strong on Habs. Kyle Okposo is the problem in Buffalo. Is he retired or not retired? I thought he retired. They do that because the ice surface is so big and they have the time to set up plays and it conserves energy. No, well, you got to read the article. That's their style. That's what they do. It's a really different look. And they showed some of the highlights, and it's what they do. They get a turnover, circle back to everyone gets set plays. That's how they do it. So, yeah. And maybe that, it conserves energy, maybe. I don't know. But you could see Kotkaniemi, they got the puck, and he turned up the ice quick, and then he had to sort of stop at the blue line. Or at the blue line, or I don't know if they're using the red line there or not. I almost forgot what it was called. We haven't used it in so long. But it's a really different style, and it's taken him a while to get used to it, and he's gotten used to it, and he's flying around there. I think also he's not passing as much, and he's putting them in himself, or I guess with 6 assists, he's still passing. Kauffield is frustrated, but he's playing well. Yeah, I think he's just frustrated. That's what I read, I want to say yesterday. Every single Toronto sports station is against the Habs. Yeah, that's true. Toronto. Whoop! I keep pressing the wrong button here. Okay, I've scrolled down, so I'm sorry. I had to scroll down. Kauffield isn't getting played in the right place on the power play. That's for sure. He's on the point. I don't get that one. What is Granato thinking there? I don't know what he's thinking. He's getting pissed. He scored, but they didn't have the right angle to see it. Went in, so they waved it off last night. 4 assists though in 4 games played. So he's still getting a point a game, but he's not scoring. Galley's my favorite player. Yeah, a lot of people will. I'll tell you that. Right now, for me, it's Nick Suzuki, but Galley ain't far behind. For example, when there is a free agent, the highlights mostly show the free agent scoring against Price and the Habs. Yeah, I've never really noticed that, so I would not put it past them, though. I would not put it past them. Anyone remember the garbage refs when Dallas came back against Habs? You talking this season? There were some games with a lot of games with some garbage refs. I did a few videos really complaining about the refs this past season. I remember Carey Price wouldn't come out of the dressing room to talk because he was so pissed off about it was it an overtime goal or something that was goalie interference and they wouldn't call it against Toronto. Just now they're showing Habs versus Quebec 1985 playoffs. Why not show 86 when the Habs won the Cup? They probably showed it, I guess, already. I mean, I don't know. Excuse me about that. I couldn't hold that back. You may be talking about, so you're talking about Sportsnet now. Yeah, I mean, that could be, I wouldn't put it past them. They don't. They definitely, they're owned by Rogers. Rogers basically owns the Leafs, don't they? And yeah, they are very Toronto-centric. And yeah, I don't like Sportsnet. I like TSN's broadcast way better. I like the broadcasters. I like everybody in the booth everywhere. I like them way better on TSN than on Sportsnet. Personally, he's protecting him because he is too small. Oops, I said I would stay out of it. Who? Oh, hey, you said you stay out of it. Stop. Okay, he's protecting him because he's too small. But okay, why wasn't he too small last season? Why is he protecting him more this season? That's the question. I don't get it, but you may be right. You may be right. You may be right. And if Caulfield's been able to score everywhere he's played, every situation, he'll find his way. Thing is, he needs to be closer in because his shot is not. He's not like on the point. I don't get it. His shot's not very effective from the point. So I don't get it. Anyway, I guess they're keying on him and hitting him. And we saw that big hit on him where they absolutely railed him, although he was unhurt. Hey, Johnny Golden, awesome. Another mod. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I know I'm looking at the time just to see how much is left because it feels like I've been doing this longer than 38 minutes, but it's because I'm just having one of those tired nights. Yes, this season when Dallas was down 3-0 and came back because, I think I do remember that. Now, I don't remember what your question was, but I think I do remember that. Who do you think was better, Steve Penny or Huet? Oh, Huet, because Huet had a bit of a longer career. Yeah, I liked Huet. I've got his jersey hanging up over there. I like Cristobal Huet. They were showing Lanny McDonald's last game. Is that the game they were showing? What was the Habs' biggest win this season? Oh, God. Phew. Keith, that's not fair. That's a hard question. What was their biggest win? Anybody gonna chip in on that with me? what was the Habs' biggest win this season? Oh my God. Was there an early win against Boston comeback, or was that the season before? Maybe that the win before when they Drouin and Byron got hurt against Washington, they beat them. That could have been one of their biggest wins. Or you're looking at the playoffs; they had a couple of big wins. Okay, I'm scrolling again because it's going pretty fast. Did I watch the last two Kauffield games? No, I have not been able to watch Kauffield games. Toronto, the center of the universe. Yeah, not really. Because he is the only guy on the team now, they lost all their big guns, so teams can target him now. Yeah, that is true, and that was going to be one of the reasons why he was going to have a pretty big season was because he was. So yeah, you're right. You're right. He's getting targeted. That makes a lot of sense then. But you're not sticking your 2 cents in. So yeah, because we clearly see that you're not sticking your 2 cents in on this matter, but it just sucks that you turn out to be probably right. Okay. When is the season starting? Still not 100%. Their target is January 1st. I think the hockey guy was saying, look for player movement. What I mean by that is look for guys coming back from overseas, starting to come back to quarantine, things like that. Look for that kind of stuff. When you see that happening, they're going to probably start January 1st. If nothing happens in the next week, and definitely if there's no announcement in the next week or so, it's probably going to be closer to February 1st. Or there's, I guess that's something we should talk about. So I'm going to actually scroll back down because we'll talk about this. The NHL has asked the players to defer some more money. So the NHL Players Association is not happy about that. So I think the potential start of the season could be a little bit in jeopardy because of this. Nothing guaranteed here yet, but the players don't want to give back any money right now. Not that I'd say give back; they will get it eventually, but they don't want any more deferred money or any more escrow money, anything like that. So this could be a point of contention that could cause the league to say that we're not going to have this season. So that's a little bit of a new wrinkle, I guess, is that the potential of them not playing, not only because of COVID, but because they can't agree on money, on deferred money, even though they just signed a new deal 4 months ago, and the NHL now has to come and ask them for more. This could be a problem. So I guess I should do a bit of a video. I think my next odds and ends, I'll tackle that, and maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And it could be a problem. So the hope for January 1st start could be delayed, and the whole season could be delayed and off. Because if they can't get the season in by a certain time, they won't be able to finish before the Summer Olympics. And if they can't finish before the Summer Olympics, it doesn't pay them to even start the season at that point. So it's all like, whenever you think, things are looking good, it's all going to be good. And then there's something happens. And until we're there, we're not there. It's just the way it is. Okay, I know I missed a lot. I'm scrolling back a little bit, and then we'll. Kauffield should get a better chance on Monday because they're playing Penn State, who are not a great team. Yeah, I'm not so sure though. With Jeff's point of them protecting him a little bit because of his size, the great team or not isn't going to be a big reason for them to not continue to protect him. if they have big guys that can key on him, they're still going to key on him, maybe even more so. So 6-2 versus Jets and Isles. That's true. The 6-2 versus Jets. And I'm not big on the Isles, remembering the Isles game. Was Huet the only player to make the NHL from France? I don't think so, but he could be. Biggest win versus Kovalchuk. Wait, I didn't read that right. Biggest win was Kovalchuk scoring overtime winner. That was a big win. I don't know so much of a big win in that it was going to help them make the playoffs or anything like that. It was a really big win for the team emotionally, for their morale, for Colby being part of the team and all that. I think that was a really big win for that, but I don't know if it got them anywhere in the standings. Against Ottawa, which one? Where to break the was that to break one of the losing streaks? Any win against the Leafs, obviously. Where's your excitement level for the All-Canadian division? Oh, no, listen, I said it earlier. I'm super pumped for that. I actually think that's going to be fantastic. It's going to be like playoff hockey for the whole season because the rivalries, the importance of each game goes up. The pride for Canada goes up. It just, yeah, I'm really actually very excited about it. I would love to bring back Kovalchuk. I'm opposite of that. I don't think there's a spot for him. So unless there's injuries, I don't think there's a spot for him. I like when Scandella scored against the Leafs with like 2 minutes left, and then Kobe scored in overtime. Was that against the Leafs? Yeah, any Leafs victory is a big win. Kovalchuk overtime versus Toronto. What was Norlinder's injury? Serious? I don't think so. Shoulder. I know it was shoulder. I don't know which side. But I don't think, though, that it was serious, but I could be wrong. Guys are starting to opt out of contacts in Europe. Contracts. Opt out of contracts. If they're starting to opt out of contracts and coming back here, that's a good sign. We're going to have hockey January 1st or very shortly thereafter. So I haven't. I've been really busy I've been having a really busy last few days and haven't really followed those the news aspect of the game right now. So, but that is a sign. If they're opting out and coming back home to their home teams, then yeah. The tricky part with Danault will be convincing him to accept second line dollars. Suzuki will be first line by the end of the season. I think he's going to get what he's worth, and everybody's going to have to take a little less. I don't think he's going to get as much as he's hoping for. He's going to get good money, and I think he's going to be fine. I think he's going to sign. It's going to be fine. Money's going to be decent, and everyone's going to be happy. But no, most players aren't getting what they're hoping for this season. So, or they're signing for very much less term to get it. Like Taylor Hall, to take an example. Hang on a second out. Something in my eye. Best win. There was an overtime Kovalchuk winner when we were hanging out for a spot for the playoffs. Kobe spins off to celebrate up against the glass. That's the one I think everyone's talking about. I just don't remember who that was against, honestly. I thought that was to break the second 8-game losing streak. I thought that's what that was. Only real playoff run I've seen them play. I missed the first comment to that. If Kreider didn't injure Price, oh my God, I could swear we would have won the cup. Yeah, it was a better shot to win the cup, that's for sure. I don't know if you can't guarantee something like that, but yeah. Kreider is not a popular player here. There is billions of dollars on the line and a huge TV deal with NBC or ESPN on the line. The season will start ASAP. Yeah, if they can play it, they're going to play. I agree. But they have to come to terms with the money, the deferral. They're going to drop that if the players aren't too happy to give it or not. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But right now, that's the talk is that going to be a problem or not? But I tend to agree. They need to play. I don't see how the league could look at it and say, we could take the season off. I just don't see how that would work in their favor in any way. Same. I'm young. That's the year I started to watch hockey. I missed the first comment to that, I think. Subban goal versus Bruins is so iconic. I've seen that many times recently on Twitter, actually. Is that the one he comes out of the box and then he breaks in and scores? Or there's another one I've seen as well. Do you think Poehling has a future with the Habs? We're going to find out. I have a feeling he's going to get a good shot at training camp and see what he's got. And they're going to make a decision of whether he'll play with the Habs this season or not. So, but I think he's going to get a good shot. Training camp's going to be big for Poehling, I think. Maybe the biggest game could have been when we came back versus the Devils. Oh, it's another one. I don't remember 100%. I sort of do, though. Wait, that's kind of, yeah, sorry. I don't remember details. Got to enlighten us. I'm sure the Habs have a say in the way Kauffield is deployed. You think, though? I mean, that's it's college. What does that have to do with Montreal? But I guess you might be right. They have enough influence. You might be right. Maybe 6-5 win versus Leafs second game of the year was biggest, maybe. Yeah, I think you can point to enough games. Look, in their first 19 games, I think it was first 19, they were doing really good. I mean, they were playing well, scoring. There was some good hockey there. So there's probably a few good wins like that this past season. It just seems so far away now that I'm having trouble remembering all those things. I'm just getting senile, at my age. But no, I'm having some memory problems, I think. I'm acknowledging I'm having some memory problems. I don't know what that means or not. Yeah, when we lost the 8 games in a row, I almost screamed that. Excuse me. So you're agreeing with me? There were a few games like that. I mean, there were some really good comeback games. There were some good. Wasn't there a 3-0 against Boston and we came back? There was or 3-1 against Boston and we came back from it. There were some really good comebacks, some really good games, and there were some real garbage games last season. There was both. It had to be a game versus Detroit. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. I said we had some really garbage games. All 4 games against Detroit. They were, what was I calling them? Oh my God, how much? Oh my God, I missed a lot of comments. Wait a second, what was I going to say? Oh God, I was going to say something and it just. No, okay. They were those, what did I call them? Trap games? No. But it was like those games that you go in there, you got so much hope, and oops, no, it's not going to be that. There were a couple against Ottawa. Those kind of games where they should win and everything points to it, and just it's not going to happen. Or is it that everything points to... I don't remember. I'm tired. My brain's not working well tonight. I've had like a really hectic 3 days that are making me tired. Poehling is going to have a good season. I think he's going to get a shot at it, Jeff. I do. I hope he will. I'm going to scroll a little bit. Johnny, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm trying, although, yeah, I'm taking a little bit more time off than normal, but I mean, it looks like we're probably going to have hockey really soon, so I'm not going to have a lot of weeks left. of having some downtime, I guess. So yeah, I'm taking advantage of that a bit. But I'm trying to find subjects that are going to be interesting enough. It doesn't seem it. The views are really down, but nothing happening. There's nothing happening. I wish something would happen that could put out a video that people are going to be interested in. I think everyone gets bored of the list videos after a while. But I started this series of list videos, and I want to finish it off. I'll be disappointed when KK comes back from the loan, because it's kind of interesting to see how he plays through the year. But if he comes back, that means the NHL will be starting soon. Yes, if he comes back anytime in the next week or so, that's what I think it'll be. Mikhail, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Thomas Plekanec, Legas Legend. What's Legas? Is that the team in Slovakia? KK seems to be getting stronger as the Pori season goes along. That he does. I think he's just readjusting back to his old league. The best player of all times for the Habs was Manny Malhotra. I'm glad you say you're kidding. Matthew is back. Comes out of the box and scores. That's Subban, yes. Yeah, I saw the replay a bunch of times on Twitter recently. Okay, there will be no such thing as hockey or basketball this year unless we tackle damn coming global reset. Now, Rodney Redcliffe, you're Redden, aren't you? Are you back as somebody else? I know you guys had to. Are you going to start politics? We're not talking about politics here, so don't talk politics, please. No global resets, no conspiracy theories, none of that, please. Honestly, you're probably one of the few YouTubers who tries to reply to every comment on Livestream. I try. It's not working out well tonight because I'm really far behind. I think, but I try. Which winger will help KK find his scoring touch, Anderson or Toffoli? It's a good question, because it depends on where you look at the lineup and the projected lineup for next season. And I see a lot of places where Toffoli's playing left wing on the second line, and Drouin has dropped down, and I think Armia on the right. I see a lot of different combinations. I think in training camp we'll find out, but there's a lot of good possibilities for combinations for this team, and it's got a really good winger set. I just put out my where I rank the top 6 wingers for all the teams, and I'm not gonna give you a spoiler alert. I'm not gonna spoil it where Montreal finished, but take a look at the video. I didn't put a link in the description. That's the word I'm looking for. But check it out. It's the last video I released, I have Montreal where I have them. Check it out, and I explain. I think Montreal's got 4 good wingers on each side. It's a mix and match type of a thing with them. Once you get past the first 2, I think those are pretty solid, but still there's a mix and match aspect here. You can put different guys at different places for different reasons in different game situations, and it's an interesting group of wingers, and I think it's one of the better winger groups in the league. But do I have them in the top half or in the middle? Doesn't sound like I have them in the bottom. Let me see. On Paling, Instagram photos, he doesn't look like he's in good shape, but I might be wrong. No, they should be in shape by now. So maybe that's older from the RTP, because he wasn't in shape. He admitted that he wasn't in shape going into the RTP. We got swept by wings is what Leafs fans always say to me. I just say David Ayers and they stop. That's fair. That's goddamn right. At least a whole hockey team beat us. They almost got beat by a freaking backup goalie, emergency goalie, a Zamboni driver goalie. That is a great comeback. I like that. Use it often. Hey, NHL hockey news. I just bought an NHL Monopoly game. Comes in another week. Can't wait to play it. Oh, that's interesting. I've not seen that before. Chris, thanks. My dad's doing better. He is looks like he'll be home Monday. But, went from kidney to apparently the treatment to treat the kidney caused some liver enzymes or something like that. And they're just clearing that up, and he should be home on Monday. But, I appreciate you guys asking about that. I guess Kauffield frustrated because he's not scoring goals. Yeah, I think in how they're playing him. And Jeff made a good point that they're probably it is Rodney. Is Rodney okay? I'm gonna have to drop him too. I'm gonna take care of that. Taken care of. Rodney is Roland Red Rock, whatever his name is there from last time. It's the same guy. So he just came to do it again. So I have hidden him from the channel. He will not be bothering us again under that name. Blah, blah, blah. So that took up all the bottom. I took up all the bottom. Oh my God. I wasn't as far behind as I thought. So hyped for the World Juniors. Yeah, it's gonna be World Juniors. I always like it's good hockey and all that, and with no hockey going on now, it's gonna be interesting, and it'll give us our hockey fix. And never know, we might be just gearing up right then for the NHL hockey, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. Looks like they're gonna have some good teams. Guess Kauffield frustrated. Oh, I read that. Check out the podcast, guys. We promise to have a new one up soon. We do. We will get together. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. We haven't found anything we're ready to talk about, I guess. But yeah, nothing's happening. It's so quiet. And with us being such a small podcast, the other guys, there's 3 or 4 of them. Plus they got guests, and we can't have guests on. We're too small. So that really helps the other podcasts is they got guests. So, like famous people, you know what I'm talking about? So I don't know. They're lucky enough to get that. But one day we'll get that too. One day. Let's see. Any update on Deneau? Not yet, no. I think Phil Deneau will only sign probably... I'm going to say probably at the earliest training camp, and then maybe not till during the season. Matthew, thank you very much. I appreciate that. No, I'm tired and everything, but not bedtime tired. But no, hopefully I'll make my 90 minutes. We're over an hour already. It's every Saturday. I'm too old to stay up late. And oh no, I'm joking on that. But we started an hour later tonight as well too. So I was running late today. So it doesn't help for me for that. So yeah, but no worries. I appreciate the sentiment though. I know I won't fall asleep on you guys. Players with something to prove in preseason are Anderson, Drouin, and Paling. All 3 will be great. Yeah, don't expect I'll disagree only on Drouin. Don't expect Drouin to think he has to prove anything in preseason. We saw this last season. He didn't feel that way. We were all on his ass, and he had a great start to the season. So I won't hold Drouin to that. I think Anderson has a little bit to show. But again, he's a professional, been playing for a little while. He doesn't really have to show it all in preseason. Paling is a different story. Paling has to start from preseason games to start showing something. Hey, NHL Hockey News, if you're still here, thanks. I appreciate that you're still that you drop by. Sorry I'm getting to this so late. David was in. I think he's still in. David's here. Lee, I haven't seen Lee Max. So Max hasn't been around for a while. I don't know. Although he sent me the message after winning the skates, so I did hear from him. But he hasn't really been in the room for a while. I think he's busy with work or something's up in his life that he's busy right now. If I remember what he had told me about it. I'd add Dano to that list too, George. What list we talk about? Who are your guests, Rick? That's why I keep coming back. We are your guests. Yes, you are. Well, that's the whole point. And that's why I try to get to all of as many comments and stuff. I don't like scrolling past things, but sometimes I can't help it. But that's why, because, yeah, without you guys, I mean, you're my guests, because me here alone isn't going to do anything. I'm not going to have anybody famous be a guest, because why would they? And, yeah, of course you guys are my guests. It's you that I respond to because you are the guys that are watching the videos. And that's why. Because without that, then I'm just doing this for myself, which I don't mind doing. But then, geez, I think I might be a little insane if I'm really just doing this for myself. Imagine doing a live stream just for yourself as well. I'm not that old, Johnny. I just like to say that. Don't worry. I know I'm not that old. I just like to say it. It's an excuse, you know. That way, you know, I can just fall back on that. No, but I know I'm not that old. As a matter of fact, I've been telling myself that lately, that, you know, you say it too much, you're starting to kind of act that way a little bit. Like, stop it. I'm not old. I'm only 57. I'm on the bottom end of starting to get old, but I'm on the bottom end right now. There. Oh, I think though, David, I think he's gone already. Because if I'm seeing that, I know I'm pretty scrolled up. Anyway, we'll see. Might have missed your answer, but how do you feel about Habs' offensive style? I think I missed your question. How do I feel about their offensive style? Jeez, you asked me to analyze. You know what? With the new additions that we've got, I wonder how much that might change. And we can comment on what they've done up to now, but I think we're going to see a lot of change. So I don't really know what their offensive style is going to be exactly, but I think it's going to be pretty much balls to the wall hockey a bit, you know. We know Gallagher's heart and drive. We've got some big bodies now, bigger bodies. We've got some talent and Toffoli scoring goals. Anderson with the big body and putting some pucks in the net. And I don't know. I think I've got bigger on defense. Yeah, I got lost there. I don't know, what did you ask me? Their style, their offensive style. I don't know. I don't know that we know exactly, because we got some question marks there, right? With Anderson, don't know exactly. There's some new combinations and new line combinations. Will Suzuki have a sophomore jinx type of year or not? There's a lot of question marks there for me. So you got Tatar's playing for a new contract. How much better can he play? Does he have as good a season as the last one? Yeah, I don't know. I think Julian might be able to open it up a little bit more and not be as defensive style. So we could see a new offensive look to this team. We were up late working on Rick's last video. Check it out. We were Jeff helped. And you know what? I apologize to Jeff actually right now, because I did mention him in the video, but I should have specifically given him more credit in there, and I apologize to that. But Jeff helped me immensely. They're not the exact same final rankings that when we hung up that we had for me, but he knew that I was going to go through it again and probably change a few of them, and I did. But I think I would have been really lost, especially in that middle section of without some help, because it's 6 players. You're looking at 6 to 8 players, 31 teams. It's hard to rank them. But it's fun. It is fun, especially actually doing that, talking with somebody else and working it out was a lot more fun than I usually go through on my own. Am I stuttering? Am I stuttering? I don't usually stutter. Oh, is that you meant keyboard stuttering? I'm lost. We have to get Shane Corson on. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I love Shane Corson. I mean, like for me, I'd probably be starstruck a little bit to get him on to talk to him. But you know what? Wouldn't be in person. It would be on the phone. That would be great. We got to check out and see. I hear he does stuff like that. The only problem, though, Jeff, is the way we podcast. I think I'd be a little embarrassed to have somebody like that go on Anchor and have to have the app. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I'd like to get to the point where I'm doing the podcast, recording it directly on my computer and doing it that way before I have guests like that. But that would be awesome. And I think I hear he does stuff like that. He's a really nice guy, apparently. And very, like, giving of himself to people. Yeah, I'm gonna start scroll. I think I scrolled down almost to the bottom. Do I have confidence? I'm losing my voice. Do I have confidence in Claude coaching the team with all the new players coming in? Yes. I think Claude Julien's a good coach. I think he still will be on a bit of a tighter leash, so we'll have to see. But I have confidence in Claude Julien. The options and developing talent are going to push up the drive on our team. Rick, get excited. Yeah, another thing is going to be this. I don't know why I'm looking at my phone. The All-Canadian division that's coming up. I think Montreal's kind of built well for that because they're a team that's going to play better in the playoffs. They're built for this. They're built to step up their game, to play the big games. It's going to be all those kind of games. Every game through the season in an All-Canadian division, I think it's going to be awesome for Montreal. And I'm just so excited to see, like, playoff hockey. That's my son, if you can hear it. To see playoff hockey almost for every game. It's going to be amazing. Oh, speaking of that, if anybody's into gaming, I forgot to to promote my son. If you're on Twitch, if anybody watches stuff on Twitch or watches gaming channels, he's live streaming right now on Twitch. The channel's called, A Giant Robot. One word, A Giant Robot. And he's streaming there right now. If anybody wants to check him out, we should be done in about 15 minutes. Then you can go check him out. But no, if you want to go check him out, please check him out. And hopefully you'll follow him. He's getting close to important numbers and he needs some more followers. So I'd appreciate that if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Talking about dump and chase, less of that, please. Yeah, dump and chase isn't my favorite. I like to see them carry the puck over the line a little bit better, a little bit more. The options and developing talent are going to push up the drive on our team. Rick, get excited. I read that already. I don't have the confidence in CJ overall, but he is the best they're willing to give the job to. Well, like I said, I think his leash might be a little bit shorter than it has been, but I think he'll do okay. We'll see what happens. With the team that Bergevin has given him, he's going to have to produce. He's going to have to produce. Not of course it's necessary, Jeff. It is. No, I understand your sentiment. I appreciate that. But no, it is necessary to give credit where credit is due, as I say. And listen, this way, if we did a really bad job, because listen, quite frankly, if we did a really bad job, most of the blame is on you because I'm the professional here. You're not. That's how it works. So I want to have somebody I can sort of blame. So, I mean, that kind of works for me there. Yeah, he's never going to do a video with me again now. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, though. Go Badgers. Are they playing tonight as well? Didn't they play last night, I want to say? All right. I am scrolling at the bottom. Gooley was listed at 6'2", 186 pounds of the draft. He's now listed at 6'3", 209 pounds. Yeah, I just read something about that the other day, 2 days ago, I think, on Twitter. Yeah, he's way bigger than they thought, heavy, like weight-wise, and he's grown an inch, I guess, since they drafted him or whatever. Hey, Wolverine, how's it going? Long time no see, buddy. At the end of the stream a bit, but hey, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you in again, buddy. Do I listen to Nyland's show on the radio? I don't listen like I used to all the time, but no, I don't right now. We need to be willing to take more than 0.9 shots per power play. Yes, the power play should be and has to be improved this season coming up. It has to be. Best not to have too high expectations. They may get off to a slow start, but should make the playoffs at the end. Yeah, I expect a playoff team from with the improvements they've made and all that. I think we're a playoff team. I mean, it's not to say they can't fall out of the playoffs, but I think they will be a playoff team. I kind of think to make the playoffs comfortably, not struggle in like wild card and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Gooley will be another important building block. Yes, I do think so. Is King Angus in here? I'm sure I forget his username in here. Hey, buddy, how's it going if you're in here? I do follow you. I see you all the time on Twitter, all the time. Hockey Frosty. I love Frosties. Oh, you're making me think of a Wendy's Frosty. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. We have the size to dump and chase now, so it might work to be successful strategy. Well, instead of always dumping and chasing, sort of mix it up a little bit. But yeah, I think if you have the right personnel, dump and chase isn't horrible. But if you just do it all the time, I don't like it. Great passes for 2 assists by KK in the last game. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I think he's doing really well now, and it can only help him when it comes to next season. What's going to happen to Price this season? He's going to play about half the games. I think he'll play well. He'll be rested. It'll be all good stuff, and he'll play about half the games, I think. I have a strong back to take the shit that rolls downhill. Oh, okay. No problem. I'll keep doing that then. You got a strong back for it, so hey. Just busting your chops, buddy. Just busting your chops. Allen as our backup will be a huge factor in us making the playoffs and our overall success, especially this season where Stefan Wade said they're going to play him about half the games. And that, if you're going to play your backup that much, you want to have a good one in there that's going to win you a lot of those games. And I think that's what's going to happen here. I think it's a great it was a great acquisition, I think, in the long run. Oh, okay. I thought maybe he was in the room. But yeah, I follow him still. Let him know that. I don't know if he realizes, but I still follow him all the time. Had a great conversation once with King Angus and Nordic. What does he go by? Nordic 97? They're both young guys, but my God, I had a really good conversation with them on Discord, but a phone conversation, a voice conversation. So yeah, say hi to him for me. I'd appreciate that if you don't mind there, Hockey Frosty. Johnny Golden, and good. Yeah, and good for Primo. I agree with that. I think unless he gets picked up by Seattle, because remember, after next season, before the following season starts, there's the expansion draft. So if they take Jake Allen, I think that could put obviously a monkey wrench in those plans. But I'd like to see that be really good for Primo, where they don't rush him up here, and when he gets up here, he will be 100% ready. That's what I want to see. Thanks, Hockey Frosty. Appreciate it, buddy. I have no idea how to use Discord. I'm not much better. I sort of know how to use it. My kids got me started on it a little bit, and they were helping me there for a while with it. I don't have the time right now for Discord, so I can't do it. So, yeah, unfortunate. What is my son's name? His name is Zach. Z-A-K. So I don't know what he uses there. If it's Zach, Zachary, he's got a couple of different versions of that. So, but officially it is Zakary for Zachary. My own spelling of it. At the time, I've seen a few since then, but at the time, everybody was Z-A-C-H, N-A-Z-K, N-A. Get your letters right. Z-A-C-K. You didn't see just Z-A-K, so I used that. All right. Do we hang Price out for expansion draft if he sucks next season? No, I still don't think that'll happen. I really don't. Otto Leskinen is playing great in Europe. Yeah, I heard that. I heard he was doing well. I'm not sure where he's playing. Is he also playing in Finland, or is he playing somewhere else? Don't you think goalies at the Habs AHL league just wasting their time when Price is still the number one goalie? Look at Zach Fucale. Lindgren is just filling a spot in Laval. Well, yeah. Hey, listen, you know what? With that, I mean, if they want to have better standing or more games and all that, they have to play their way into it. That's all it is. That's what they've got, and they've got to play their way into more games and, whatever it is they're looking to get out of hockey. So that's how I look at it like that. Because, Fucale, he didn't have it. He didn't. Lindgren, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. So, yeah. Price has no movement clause. He has to be protected in the draft. He doesn't if he okays to be exposed. But, yeah, he has a no movement clause, so he ain't going anywhere. I told Angus hi and told him to come to the stream. Oh, no, don't tell him that. I'm leaving soon. I'm here another 5 minutes. Oh, my God. I hope not. I'm not going to be able to make it another past that. So, I hope he comes in. I'll say hi. But, yeah, sorry. I do 90 minutes on Saturday. I get tired after an hour. I don't have the stamina to do these 2-3 hour. Not alone, because I'm talking. You hear my voice is going out. I don't. When I did 3 hour live streams, when I did a couple live streams with a couple other guys, Scotty 2 Hockey's one of them, and we did 3 hours, but I didn't talk for 3 hours. Here, I'm talking for now an hour and 24 minutes. It's really hard on the throat and that, So, hey, Randy, thanks for coming in. I'll see you next week. Appreciate it, eh? So, yeah, so please, I don't want to, if he's doing something, don't make him come in just for that. If he just wants to come in and say hi, obviously, not a problem. King Angus been a subscriber for a long time, actually. And I subscribe to him, but I don't watch a lot of other videos anymore for hockey because I don't want to, I'm kind of like the hockey guy now. I don't want to see a lot of other videos because I don't want to get the same ideas or be accused that I'm, that I'm stealing from somebody. So I don't do that very much anymore. Fucali sucked. He was a flash in the pan in Halifax and never regained it. Yeah, he was, he was okay, I guess. But yeah, he wasn't nothing good, nothing special. Who was the steal of the draft for us? It might just be that first one. It might be Gooley. Gooley's going to be a good pick. Probably should have been drafted higher. And there. See, Chris is agreeing with me. Gooley. I think Gooley, because, and I've said it before, because he was projected higher, and we got him at 16. And I think it's going to be a good one. Hey, Hockey Frosty, thank you. I appreciate it. And listen, I appreciate that thing with King Angus. It would be good to say hi to him again. I haven't really talked to him in a while. He hasn't been in a while. What is your son twice name? His name is, you hear him in the background. His name is Zach or Zachary. And what's he going by up there? But it's a giant robot, all one word. Yep, it's in Price's contract that he has to be protected from the expansion draft. David also should tell you, and if you didn't hear, he's on Twitch. So if you're looking on YouTube, he's not on YouTube, he's on Twitch. Yeah, Price has to to be left exposed, Jeff, 100%. If he wants to stay, he's going to stay. David Robinson, hard to say who was a steal until they had played a couple of years. Yeah, no, it is. But if you're going to, for me, an early guess is Gooley. But yeah, you're right. Could be someone farther down. Turns out to be, wow, what a steal getting him at that spot, that round. And yeah, you just don't know. But Gooley's going to be a good one, I think. I think he's got a really good shot to be a good, possibly playing on the number one pairing with Romanov. Awesome, David. Okay, thanks. George, Zach Starkey and Zach Nilsson are the other famous sons named Zach. Honestly, I had never seen it spelt that way when I don't forget, he was born in 91, so it's been a while. But I had never seen it unless I did subconsciously didn't realize it. And but I took it that spelling because it was different than everybody else. The way they Zach was a very popular name back then when he was born, and most people were just going with ZACH or ZACK. So, Chris, yes, Gooley Romanov, sick top D projecting. Yes, I think so too. I think Romanov's pretty sure thing. But you know what? Gooley, I think, is going to be an NHLer. Whether he's a number one, I don't know. But I think he's going to be an NHLer. Was a really good pick, I think. And we'll have to see. Only time will tell. It's all potential until they hit the league and show their potential. Frank Zappa has the best names for his kids. Yeah, Zappa's got some good ones. Moon Unit, Dweeble? What? No, it's not Dweeble. You tell me. I can't remember. I am leaving soon in like a minute. Thank you, buddy. Matthew, I really appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. It makes me feel a lot better. Just hearing that just makes my day a lot better. Hearing that, people are appreciating. I'm just being myself as much as I can be, and that's it. And it seems to be, it does well. Besides, I'm not an actor, and who else am I going to be besides myself? Sean Farrell, round 4. Yeah, but didn't we have what? He was third pick in round 4, I think. Caulfield could drag Paling up the lineup like Darren and Pacioretty. Could be. But I think Paling will be here before. I hope Paling makes it before Kauffield does. Dweezil, that's it, Jeff. Dweezil. Where will Caden Gooley play next season? Possibility in Montreal. Oh, this coming out now? No. Oh, no. He's playing. I don't know what his WHL team is. He's going to be playing in the CHL on his WHL team. So that's the Western Hockey League. So, yeah, that's where you're going to find him. And on Dweezil Zappel. You see the way the words are coming out? It's time to leave. On Dweezil Zappa, I'm going to call it a night, guys. We're at the hour and a half. I want to thank everybody once again for a really fun Saturday night hockey talk. We will be back next Saturday night as well. Check out our podcast is coming up. I'm going to be announcing the name. If you hadn't heard it last week, I announced it, I think. Or I think I told the members. So I'm going to be announcing the new name for the podcast on our next podcast. So hopefully you'll listen out for that. I'll be posting it, and Jeff will be posting it all over the place. And, I'll be putting out some videos tomorrow. Should be a new members-only video as well tomorrow. And I think I found a better way to post the members-only stuff. So I'm going to give that a try tomorrow as well. And members-only stream on Wednesday, yes. And I think that is it. And well, the next stream for non-members is going to be next Saturday. If you want to take a membership, which is on the bottom there, hit the join button, and then you get a membership, a live stream every Wednesday as well. So, So there you go. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm losing my voice. See you all next week. See you all next video. Hopefully something will happen. And something good will happen, and we'll have some stuff to talk about. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody. I'm going to see you next time. Have a great rest of the Saturday night. Bye, everybody.